Hi, this is Nicole again, and I'm doing video 4. And video 4 is going to be about the strengths of auto mode. I mentioned 3 in the last video, overnight being one, in prevention of lows being another, and during exercise, which is the one I really want to talk about. But I gotta give some props to the overnight because this one's blown my mind. Before the 670, I mean, a typical night, and way too many to count. There was either, real highs, or really the big problem was lows. And there were times that, I'm not exaggerating, I would stumble down the stairs or whatever, in the dark, and find 3 bananas and 2 yogurts and a half bag of craisins or whatever, and just sweat and, barely be able to get back up into the bed. And it was awful. And I can say that since wearing the 670, which has now been, I should go back and look, but let's say 3 or 4 months, I've had one night where I've been in the 40s. And it took me 4 sugar tabs to correct it because auto mode was also working. I mean, it was a baby of hypoglycemia. It's not even, Okay, anyway, so why? I don't know, because my theory is that auto mode is this amazingly smart machine, this mode, that, as I said in the last video, is crunching all these numbers. It's like a little machine. It's doing this stuff. It's keeping you in this good range. And what it's hoping for is that you're going to go to sleep, because that is its time to shine. You, the diabetic, are no longer messing up what it's doing. And that's the way I think about it all day long. It's crunching its numbers, and I keep messing with it. I keep eating something, or I get worried about something, whatever it is, and it's my disease that's messing up what it's trying to do. Well, at night, there's not much going on. I'm sleeping. So when it gets to be, 9, 10, sadly enough, 11, 12, whatever time I'm going to bed, I hand it over to auto mode, and this is the truth. I make sure to calibrate. My mom has put together a checklist for me where I'm checking my, my insulin on board, my, how much insulin's left in my pump. I have a little checklist I go through. But what I really want to make sure of is that I'm in the range where auto mode can take over. And that range for me, I really think it's best between, 120 and 200. But I did see one night, I caught my auto mode at work, and my blood sugar was at 240. When I tried to put in for a correction, it told me it was going to give me 0.4 units. And I did quick calculations on my calculator, and I said, that's not enough, but it's auto mode and I trust you. And so, okay. I went to bed. An hour and 15 minutes later, my blood sugar was a 140. And the only reason I could say it's magic, because that's how it feels. But I can also say that that's where auto mode shines. It says, I know what I can do as long as you're not messing me up. So that's it. So that's video number 4. And in the next video, I would like to talk about the prevention of hypoglycemia, because that's another big one. Bye.